Pixel 10, GrapheneOS, Monero. Used together, it's the most private mobile crypto setup you can get. Watch this video until the end, and I'll show you how to install GrapheneOS and a Monero wallet, as well as Tor and use a duress-PIN. Why Monero? Because it's the only private cryptocurrency that's actually used, unlike Bitcoin, which is fully traceable. Monero hides the sender, receiver, and amounts for each transaction. Why a Pixel? Because it supports GrapheneOS, which is the most secure mobile operating system that exists. Install it, and you get rid of all the Google spyware and tracking that comes by default on an Android device. Watch until the end, and you'll understand how to install everything on your own. Here you can see the unboxing of the Google Pixel that I bought, brand new. Taking off all the materials, you can see it's in great condition. This is what it looks like starting the Google Pixel phone for the first time. Click the arrow to begin. Select the language. Skip. Adding a phone number. You will need to connect to Wi-Fi because this is used to unlock the OEM device. It will check the network and then try to sign you in with a Google account. You can skip all of this. And you do not need a SIM. Enter in the PIN that you'd like to use. After entering the PIN, you can continue to skip and go to the next. You don't need any of the Google services. Continue next along. Your phone will then begin the setup process. Swipe your phone to get started. Go into the settings. Scroll down in the settings to About Phone. Then, click the build number 7 times. After that, enter your PIN number. From here, go back to Settings and search for OEM. Select that you'd like OEM unlocking. Enter your PIN. Confirm. Your phone's OEM is now unlocked. Now begin restarting the device by pressing the power button and the volume up. It will show you a restart button. Press that. Immediately after the phone begins restarting, press down on the volume button. This brings the phone into the fast boot mode. Once the phone is in fast boot mode, connect the phone, if it's not already, to the laptop or desktop computer. If you're on Windows or Mac, you don't need to install any additional drivers. However, if you're on Linux, you need to install the Android SDK. After the Android SDK installs, you need to run an additional command. From there, you're good. Next, you need to go to the GrapheneOS website's web installer page. Do this in a normal tab. Here I am using the regular Brave browser. Once you're on the web installer, turn your shields off to continue. Scroll down on the page to where you see Unlock the bootloader. From there, click the button. A prompt will show up that will show that the Pixel 10 device is connected. Press Connect. The bootloader should have successfully unlocked. Next, begin downloading the release. This will take some time depending on your internet connection. After it's completed, you begin the flashing of the factory image. Once that process has completed on the phone, click to Lock Bootloader. You will see the phone change during this time. Click the down arrow and then select Lock the bootloader on the phone. This will restart the phone. From here, click Start. The phone is now in the process of using GrapheneOS. It will flash a Google logo, and then after that, it will show the GrapheneOS logo. It's the chemical symbol for graphene. This is what it looks like as it's booting up for the first time using GrapheneOS after flashing the device. You will then see a Welcome to GrapheneOS page to begin. Click Next. From here, connect to Wi-Fi. Set a PIN. You can skip many other things. Install the @Crescent app, which is an app store. It will download, and then you can open it. You don't need to allow notifications. Once you open the @Crescent app store, you can find Cake Wallet. Click Cake Wallet and begin the download process. Give @Crescent access to this application, and then click Next. Go back and begin using Cake Wallet. Once Cake Wallet has installed, click to set up a PIN. This is a PIN number just for the Cake Wallet app. From here, you can restore an existing wallet or create a new wallet. Here, I will create a new wallet. For the type of wallet, I will choose Monero. Then, I will give the wallet a name. After that, you will see the mnemonic phrase for this specific wallet. Write down the mnemonic phrase somewhere safe that's offline. After that, Cake Wallet will give you 2 different prompts to confirm that you know your seed phrase. After that, click to open the wallet. You now have a Monero wallet on your GrapheneOS phone. You can begin receiving payments immediately. For additional privacy, we will install Tor. First, update the Vandium app, which is the default web browser for this phone. Open the web browser, and then go to the GitHub page for Orbot for Android. Download the latest release. This will help you connect over Tor. It will download locally, then you can find it in the downloads. After that, click to install it. It will require permissions. The app will install. Give the required permission. Now you have the Orbot app on your phone. You can click Connect, and you will begin connecting over Tor. Here you can see it connected. If you experience any problems using this, you can click to refresh the connection. From here, I will find a Monero remote node that works over Tor. I will go to monero.fail, and then I will filter for an onion link. After filtering, I will scroll down and copy the first one that I see for the sake of this video. If you have your own Tor node, you can use that instead. Next, I will go back into Cake Wallet and then go to the Nodes section of the wallet. I will add a new node and paste in the information. Here I am pasting in the Tor node details. Cake Wallet does have a Tor node, but this is showing you how to add your own. Going back into the wallet, I will send myself $5 in Monero. Then I will refresh the wallet to show that I have the transaction pending. If you want to set up Cake Wallet to use the camera so that you can scan a QR code, you will need to give it the permissions. Go into the apps and find Cake Wallet. From there, you can give the wallet permission to use the camera. Here you can see Cake Wallet working with the camera. Now I will wait for the 10 Monero blocks required. After the transaction has settled, I will go to Monerica.com. On Monerica.com, I will scroll down to Nonprofits and Operating Systems. Here, I can find GrapheneOS. I click on GrapheneOS's Monero donation link, and I find their address. On GrapheneOS's site, I copy the Monero donation address. I then go back into Cake Wallet and press to send. I paste in the Monero address that I copied from GrapheneOS's site. I then select that I'd like to send all the Monero that I have in this wallet to them. Then I slide to confirm. Cake Wallet says the transaction has been sent. Now there's one additional feature that you should know if you have GrapheneOS, and that is a duress-PIN. Going back into the settings, and then going back into the main page, find the security and privacy section on the settings page. Click device unlock and then duress password. Enter your PIN and you will be brought to the duress PIN and password page. The duress PIN is the one that will delete the device. The duress PIN that you enter is the one that will corrupt the data on this device. The password is required as well, but the duress PIN is what's going to be used here. Observe the warning because the implications are serious. Now you can see after I turn the phone off and then turn it back on. Now I enter the duress PIN and click to open the device. It says the PIN is wrong, but what's actually happened is all the data has been corrupted. The phone then resets back to its factory setting. GrapheneOS is still on the phone. When you start the phone from here, it will show the GrapheneOS recovery. Your data has been corrupted and there's nothing you can do about it. Toggle down to factory data reset and press power. Press power again for factory data reset. The phone will then flash GrapheneOS. You will then see the welcome screen where you can start installing everything all over again. So there you have it. You know how to install GrapheneOS and a Monero wallet over Tor and enter a duress PIN. Now that you have everything you need, for merchants and exchanges that accept Monero, visit monerica.com. Thanks for watching.